Hey guys, couple of things. First, I want to thank all of the new viewers that have come in and taken a look at Big Ambitions as we play through the game, get a little further into it. And also, I want to thank all of the new subscribers. So, thank you very much. Appreciate that. And if you like the videos that we're doing and haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I would appreciate it. We've got Uncle Fred here telling us that he's impressed with our work so far. One of the things that I wanted to mention was that I had a user that had commented about getting together the next business that we should be doing is an office-based business. So I think what we're going to do that. We're going to take a look here and see what demand is for potentially an office business. And so we'll see what we have here. So we can see here, event planning and travel consultant in the garment district. So there's a travel consultant up in Hell's Kitchen, 100%. So I think that might be where we go. I did download a couple of blueprints so that we could use the installation firm potentially to outfit another business. Event planning here, and that was 250, 230. And what was it? So the travel consultant is only 206, but in Lower Manhattan or MidTown, was it? MidTown, the event planning per hour is 250, 230. So we may have to, and this travel consultant in Murray Hill is not as good, nor is the event planning, although both are highly in demand. We're going to look at MidTown and see what kind of office spaces there are available. And we'll take a look at that now as we try to move up this rivals list here. I don't think we've got some training going on today. Some of our folks are in training. Just one other thing with regards to what a commenter had said too about hiring a HR person to train our folks. And the HR person does have the ability to train up to 70%. It is a little bit slower going, I will say. So it does automatically train folks up to 70% of their primary skill. So we do have an HR manager. They had also said to potentially inquire about a headhunter. So we may want at some point to hire a headhunter. And that would then allow us to not have to worry about calling the staffing firms to get us employees. The headhunter could do the hunting for us. So again, we are looking at MidTown office. Let's see what's out here. Available for rent. Let's see, office building. Let's take off retail and let's put on MidTown. Okay, we've got some office spaces available here. Not a very good traffic score and not a very, this one's got a pretty good traffic score, but not a very big facility there. That one's got a pretty good traffic score. And this one's got a decent traffic score. The capacity's not great, but let's see here. 42 and 8. 16 and 10. That traffic score is not where we would like it to be. 36 and 8. All right, so I think what we're going to be looking at is probably this 42 and 8. So let's do this. We're going to rent that building. We're going to start a new business, and we were going with event planning, right? Or was it travel agency? Let's see, MidTown was event planning. So, event planning, fresh events. Sticking with the fresh theme. And 250, 230 is the, I think, yeah, so 250, 230. So let's do 250 is going to be our planning. We'll need to get some stuff set up here, so we'll have to take a trip to the Saturday. I don't know if they're open on Saturday, but we're going to find out. The installation firm, this is not the one we're looking for. We're looking for the one for the office, which was by Mr. Scott's, I think. Yes, this one here. Oh, they're not open today nor tomorrow. And neither are the recruiting companies. So yeah, they're closed today, and they're closed today, and tomorrow. So we won't be able to do anything with that until then. And this location here won't be selling any products, right? So what we'll need to do is we'll need to get that outfitted and with desks and people and that kind of thing. And we should, okay, we're good there. Just checking some inventory here. Good there. Good there. So that said, Saturday is pretty much a wasted day. Yeah, so we're going to have to get we'll get a workstation, bathroom stall, this kind of thing. We'll get this all taken care of with the installation firm. I'm going to waste a good part of Saturday at least. If nothing comes up, I will be back on Sunday. All right, I just got back. We had some people that had finished the training, so we do have a couple of customer service part-time, one part-time and one full-time, which is interesting. I don't know that we need additional customer service people right now, but we had some folks at some training. Let's see, we could probably send Judy Austin back to training because she doesn't work. She was cleaning, so we're going to train her up to 100%. This person called in sick today, unfortunately. Raymond Fields was a cashier, so customer service, we can get that one trained again. He'll be at 100%. Benjamin Mack was at cleaning. Well, he was a cleaner, so we don't really need him. He was at Fresh Threads also. So let's do this. Let's get him back on the schedule because we don't need to train him any longer because he's the cleaner. He's already at 100%. And he was our weekday person, so he was wanting full-time, 5 days a week. He's got 5 days a week. He's got full-time. So he's done. Okay. Barb Johnson was cleaning. So we're going to train her up one more day. Now, this is the one we're going to not train and get him back on the schedule. And then we're going to, he was a purchasing agent. So let's get him reassigned to this, make sure we've got that set up. And the other thing I wanted to do, I think, I don't know that we have a delivery set up or not. We do now. So this repeating order, I think, is what I need to do. Last couple episodes, I think there was some question about why my order didn't come in or why it didn't get ordered or what have you. And I didn't have this repeating order selected. And I think I had smart delivery selected, but I didn't. And so the order wasn't placed. So I'm going to mark the repeating order. And what should happen is that it should order only up to 700 in the warehouse of those items, up to that number in the warehouse for those items, and then up to that number in the warehouse for those items. I think we'll have to see come next week, but I believe that's what happened there. All right, let's get back to the folks that were in training. Barb Johnson's going to be in training tomorrow. And Beulah Brum, who was training as customer service, will have training tomorrow. So we'll have that all taken care of. Yeah, so we've got 4 folks left in training. All right. And again, we have a couple of candidates here. We'll take a look at that here momentarily. By the way, I mentioned earlier that I went and downloaded some blueprints. So the ones that I downloaded have to do with travel agency, event planners. So event planning and travel agency. And the thing is it'll tell you what the building size is here for these, right? So we'll have to take a look. A couple of law firms here. Actually, it looks like I duplicated the law firm, perhaps. So these are J1. You can kind of see that. So that's a big law firm and that. So we'll take a look at the size of the building that we rented and see what that size was. Which one was it now? Wasn't that one? Thinking it was this one? Nope. This one. So this is a C1. I don't have any blueprints that are a C1 for the office environment. I don't think. J1, D2, A3. So we may have to go out and specifically search for a C1 blueprint, office, C1, And nothing with the newest version, right? Remember, I said that this little icon here means that it was with a previous version. And you can see the previous version that it was built with. And let's see, we want event planning. No blueprints found. Well, that's kind of a bummer. That's kind of a bummer. No travel agency. We may have to do maybe like a web development, graphic designer, law firm, web development agency for this size of building. We'll have to see. 8-person office, and I think that's the size of our office that we needed, right? It was an 8-person office. 8-person office. So we might be able to do something with that. In fact, let me do this. Let me go back out and download that. C1 office. C1 office. That's a web development, though. Graphic designer. Don't know that it makes a difference. I'm actually going to skip that for now. I will skip ahead. The next we'll talk is on Sunday. All right, we had a pretty good day yesterday on Saturday, almost 40,000 in revenue or profit, really. The revenue was much higher. I don't think there's a whole lot I need to do today. I should have inventory in as we have our automated deliveries now going properly at this point. So yeah, the only thing I would have to take a look at would be is to see what we look like over here. So we're getting kind of low on clothing, but we've only got another day. So I think we're going to be okay for clothing. Flour cheap, flour expensive, soda can. I don't have any umbrellas in the warehouse, but I should be okay with stock here for now. Yeah, we should be good here. And we're still the cheapest around. We're okay here. And the umbrellas aren't selling anyway. So you can see here the flour cheap is the big seller. So I think not a lot to do today. I'm going to speed through some time here. Later this afternoon, we will have people coming off of training and we'll get them reallocated to the schedule. All right, we're back. We have some employees that have finished their training. So we're going to get these folks reassigned back to where they came from. Let's see, Judy Austin. She was at Fresh Foods and she was cleaning. So Fresh Foods managed the schedule. She was probably here if I were to guess. She's part-time. $30 hours exactly. That leaves her at part-time. So we're good there. Back to our employees here. Raymond Fields was at Fresh Buds. And he was on a cash register. Well, maybe. Oh, he was only working part-time. Okay. And then Barb Johnson was also at Fresh Buds. She was cleaning, however. So, and she was full-time. So she's got 40 hours a week. So that's full-time. All right. That takes care of her. And we should have one last person here. Beulah Brum was with Fresh Threads. And she was working a cash register. Probably, really? We had her working only a couple of hours in here. Doesn't quite seem right, but it should be everybody. And like I mentioned, this here is a new update, right? This is part of the new update. You could then take a look at the HR manager. And this HR manager now has 25 of 50 people under them. And I had mentioned in the last episode too that we at some point probably need to work with the hospital and contact the hospital and have them work with our HR manager. But I'm only going to do that after someone is talking about needing insurance. Because my thought is that until you go to make that contact, they may put off asking for insurance. I think as soon as you have them contacting the hospital working with the insurance, then everyone's going to want some sort of insurance of some kind. All right, so I'm going to kill off the rest of Sunday. We'll come back on Monday morning. All right. Well, we have a logistics alert. So that's one thing we'll have to take a look at, although I suspect it's because we're out of something, perhaps umbrellas or something at the warehouse. So we'll have to take a look at that and see what that said. We did okay yesterday. Not bad. We will have to spend some money, though, in order to outfit the office space that we just rented. Let's see. Not enough to deliver the following items. All right, so we won't have. All right, so this store didn't get anything delivered. This store did. We're currently out of the clothing, which we kind of expected. We're supposed to get 3 deliveries today at the warehouse, so I don't know that I'm real concerned. We're not selling 100 of these things a day. So I'm okay. This didn't get delivered. And we're not selling, 200 of the cheap flowers either in a day. So even though we've got stuff, I'm not real concerned about that. All right, we ate. We'll need to pass some time here until everything gets open. We will need, let's see, they open at 8, so we'll need to go up there. Marketing agency and recruiters, they open at 8. And the marketing companies open at 8. So at 8 o'clock, we'll be making our way towards some of these locations. We're a little away from 8 o'clock, but I think what I want to do is head to the car, get the destination set for the installation firm first. And when I'm there, I will be back. All right, I'm out in front here. It's just now 8 o'clock. Just got notification that 3 shipments arrived. So we're going to talk to the desk person here. We're going to select an address. Okay, well, maybe this is the wrong company then. Fred, duh. Okay. 149, competitive. So there's the installation fee. There's the layout fee. So we'll see what they come up with. And there goes a big chunk of money. All right. And so now what we need to do is call. All right. Well, let's get some cleaning people lined up. And then let's have 10 to choose from in a day. We'll give them a day. Our building should be outfitted tomorrow, so that's why we're giving them a day. The marketing company, let's see what we have here. Fresh events. You know what? Let's do this. Let's do city ads first and see. That's what we're going to do. Medium-sized billboard. All right. So our marketing campaign is starting off 100% on the marketing campaign. And so again, tomorrow we'll have to set up uniforms and stuff. I don't know that we'll set up uniforms, but we'll probably have to. And then let's see. Let's look at the logo. Let's see. We're looking for something perhaps that would be event related. That's more of a travel agency, I would think. Event planner. Don't see a whole lot here with events. I would hate to use a single cocktail. Perhaps that. That's for a gym. I don't see a whole lot here to having to do with events. So I think I'm not seeing a whole lot here with events. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to go with that. Green background colors, black like normal. And there we go for that. All right, so that's fresh events. And again, the installation should happen tomorrow. And we did get deliveries, like I said, at the warehouse. Yeah, I don't think we're going to be in trouble here. I'm going to set the destination here, and I will be back when I'm there. All right, I'm back out in front of the store. I'm going to head back to my apartment. I think we're done for the day. We've got some stuff lined up for tomorrow with the installation firm and the headhunters. They're not, or the staffing firm, they're not going to be ready until tomorrow anyway. And we're going to spend almost half our money that we have in the bank to get this office opened up. But we'll go take a look at it tomorrow. So I am going to, I think, go through the rest of Monday. Unless something comes up, I will be back on Tuesday. All right, not as good of a day yesterday, but we'll have to see. Is it because of something? So let's see here. We did not do as well at Fresh Threads. We had some capital outlay at Fresh Events, Fresh Ink. So everything looked like it was just down a little bit. So Fresh Buds didn't make as much as it did on day 147. Fresh Foods made a little more, but Fresh Threads also, and Fresh Threads didn't make as much. But we should now have inventory. Fresh Foods looks good. Fresh Threads looks good. Fresh Threads also looks good. And Fresh Buds looks good. And let's take a look here. Yeah, so repeating order, I think, was the key. We can see now it's automatically ordered. That was the key, I think. Right now, nothing going to be ordered for gifts because the gifts are, and the umbrellas, I guess. There's enough in the warehouse, I guess. Take a look at that and see. Flour cheap. So we're a little short on clothing here. We might. It says 10 days till empty, so we'll have to see. So flowers are in there, gifts. Yeah, so there's 500 gifts in stock, and the order was for 500, up to 500. Umbrellas is the same way. So let's go get something to eat, and then we'll head up to our office. We did not get any information from the headhunters as of yet. And these are all customer service people. This was one, I think. Yeah, that was one that we had once before. So let's go take a look at our office space and see what it looks like. We don't have anybody hired yet. The installation for the building has been finished. So, and you can see the money in the bank is not good. All right. I am going to drive up to, since this is the first time we're driving there, I will leave this part in. We're not too far from it, so it shouldn't be too terribly bad. Right now, we don't have anybody that's available to work for us, so we're temporarily closed. So there's our building. I'm going to come up here, I think, and potentially make a U-turn if I can. Actually, you know what? I'm wrong. I was thinking, yeah, I know you're going to. Okay, so there's the building. All right. I was thinking it was the other way around, so. All right. So this is our office business. You can see that they kind of outfitted it here with a big meeting table, a couple of executive desks. Here's the cleaning station, and I don't know why we need to have so many uniform lockers. Yeah, we're going to sell at least one of them. So that brings up then a uniform. And I don't think we're really going to have a uniform. We're not going to. We're going to create a new preset here. Fresh events. I think if we're event planning, perhaps shirt and tie, no hat. No hat. Yeah, no hat. And I don't think the ladies need to have a shirt and tie. Probably not. And then shoes. Let's do that. That for shoes. What kind of pants you got? Yeah, there we go. That's probably good. And so that's our, although we probably, see, we probably should go with green, but I don't see any green anywhere. So, all right, so we have that. And again, I don't know that we need to have additional uniform lockers, so I'm going to sell that one too. All right, so there's our storeroom, although I don't know what would be delivered there. There's the bathroom facility that they set up. They probably could have done with a couple of different. So there's a nice big clock there and a couple of individual desks. Oh, of course they gave us the expensive chairs. I see several water coolers here, but I don't see a coffee machine for some reason. Who works in an office without a coffee machine? All right, that's crazy. I would almost put a drink fridge and a coffee machine there. Drink fridge for clients, right? Okay, so yes, and we're still temporarily closed. Okay, we looks like maybe we have some candidates here. So event planner part-time. I should have ticked off the part-time, huh? So we're going to hold off on part-time, folks. We will Let's negotiate with this person here. About $22. About 22 and a quarter. All right. So we got one hired. Let's manage the schedule. Okay. What the hell happened there? Oh, let's see. Interesting. Did I do that or no, it did that on its own. So it's not open on Sunday, but they are open on Saturday. So we might actually need some of those part-timers. We'll have to think about that and whether or not they do or not. But we need to get that person assigned to the HR manager as well. All right. I don't think there's anything else I need to do for that. So I think what I'm going to do is set the destination back to the store, head back towards the apartment, and I will be back when I'm there. All right. I'm back at the storefronts here. I am headed back to my apartment. I think this is probably where we're going to end this episode. Oh, by the way, yeah, I got a message here that he's going to take the job. So we have, well, wait a minute. We had someone already. We already had him set up. I don't know why I got the message after I left. I think what I'm going to do, though, before we end the episode, I am going to skip ahead a little bit, give the recruiters enough time, and that way we'll be in a position to open on Wednesday. All right, we have some more candidates here. So we need a cleaner, a full-time cleaner for Fresh Events. And I think I'm going to hire that person there. We have a pretty good event planner here, so let's get to negotiating here. We're going to do $23. Not 203, 23. Let's do about 23.75. All right. So we got that one. What the? Thursday, Friday, Monday. So I guess I'm going to work them all through Saturday. Monday through Saturday. We'll see what happens. Monday. They went full time, so we'll give them full time for cleaning. If memory serves, I believe I only had him get me one person for cleaning, which is okay as long as they're full time, right? So there they go. There's that one. We've got a couple more desks to fill. Now, we do have some part-time folks that are vying for the position. Here's another full-timer. So let's do this. Let's negotiate. They're not as good as the others. So let's do 1850. So they already came down. So let's do 1875. Yeah. About 1875. All right. So we got them. So let's put them on the schedule. They're full time. All right. We don't have any other full-time candidates, so I'm going to waste a little bit more time here. We'll see what happens. We'll see. We have not gotten information back yet from the recruiter stating that all of the positions have been filled. So we'll have to see. Or did we? Did we get something back from them? I don't remember seeing anything. Yeah, okay. We did not. All right. I'm going to skip ahead a little bit more here just to see. Okay, now we've gotten everybody, it looks like. So, 3 cleaning candidates. All right, well, we probably don't need 3, right? The one took care of it. The 10 event planners. All right, so we have a few more, hopefully, full-time. One more full-time, it looks like. Very on the expensive side of things, it looks like as well. So let's negotiate this one. Let's do 1985, maybe. All right. How about 2185? About 22. Your skill level's not that great, dude. All right. So there's another one. Tony Poindexter. Actually, you know what? Let me do starting on Monday. Shoot. All right. So we've got 4 desks to fill with part-timers potentially. So let's do this. We'll start negotiating with these part-timers. And because you're part-time, really? Yeah, I don't think this one's gonna budge, but well, I guess I could do 2445, but there we go. A little bit less, not much, but a little bit less. All right, what's their requirements? Just part-time is really all they want. All right, so let's do this. Let's do Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. We basically need to cut 2 hours off of this person, so let's do this. All right. Next best candidate, this one here. So this one's going to come down. There you go. So let's see. We need someone Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. Nah. Give them a full day on Saturday. Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. All right. Event planner, next one. This one here. He came down almost $2. So I think we're going to stand firm at 19. Another dollar. Tell you what, let's do 19.25. There you go. All right. So Monday, let's do Monday for this one. Wednesday. Friday. And let's do this. Let's do 4 hours apiece. Uh-oh. Oh, so it's this one here. 28, 28. They're at 32, then they're considered full-time. So that was the reason why I did that. So we have another desk. We have 2 more desks on Monday, 2 on Tuesday, 3 on Tuesday, 2 on Wednesday, 3 on Thursday, 2 on Friday, 2 on Saturday. Next one, we're going to negotiate. Let's look at 19. Let's move up a little bit. You're not worth 22.80, dude. Finally, they came down. That's still more than I want to pay. This is even more than I want to pay, but all right. Finally. All right, we need Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. All right, so we only need one more on Saturday. 2 on Friday, should be 2 on Thursday. Now 2 for the rest of the week. So, event planner. Probably goodness. All right, Monday. Is part of Tuesday, I guess. Part of Tuesday, 4 hours. Wednesday, 4 hours. Thursday, 4 hours. So basically 4 hours a day. The other 4 hours are going to be empty. But what should happen is I should get probably some additional folks that come in via the job board, right? Because the job board is probably in play here. Oh, that's the cleaning person. I don't want the cleaning person. I want the event planner. You get a 28% skill level. You don't need $22 an hour. This isn't. There. Finally. We're getting close. All right. Monday, Tuesday, half day. And actually, I think what I'm going to do is do that. Wednesday, half day. Thursday, half day. Friday. And then Saturday. We will do that. Saturday, every desk is filled all day long. Okay, and that said, we need to get the HR manager to fill those up. We're good there. I think at this point, what I would like to do is to go ahead and end this episode, since this has got to be real long, and I do apologize for that. Once again, guys, I do want to say thank you to all those new viewers that have joined recently after the 0.11 update. I do appreciate it, all the new viewers as well as all the new subscribers. If you liked this video or some of the others, please go ahead and click on that subscribe button if you haven't subscribed already. I would appreciate it. Thanks for watching this one, guys. Come back and watch the next. We'll see you.